Thanks everybody for being here. I'm going to talk just briefly about how we got here today, and then talk about the present and especially the people, and then with the people, the future. So it started out, I was at Johns Hopkins as a neuroradiologist, and I got recruited to New Mexico to head up the MEG unit there. At that time in 1992, there were only a couple MEGs in the country, and I was lucky enough to be recruited there. And at that time, I met a postdoc, Ming-Shang Huang, and neuroscientist Deborah Harrington, and we worked together. We used the MEG, figure out how it could be used clinically and in research. And we were there together for, well, they were there for longer, but I was there until 1997, from 97 to 2004. 2004, Dr. Bill Bradley, the former chairman at Radiology, recruited me to be a neuroradiologist here at UCSD and also to bring the MEG. And so at that time, I came and I brought with me, lucky enough to get Ming-Shang Huang and Deborah Harrington out as our core group. And one of our postdocs got his PhD with us, became the main engineer for this company, MEG, so we brought him too. We were lucky at that time to work with a lot of the same people here and get a grant at that time to help pay for the MEG. Of course, things were a lot cheaper in 2004, but Eric Hallgren was instrumental, as well as Ming-Shang, and so we got that to help pay for the first MEG in 2005. And we lived at that time, there was no space in the main campus of the hospitals, so we were in MEG was housed in a biotech lab in Sorrento Valley. And so there's a lot of space, but there's also a lot of rent. So after a while, the rent became high, and so just in about a couple years ago, we had to leave. And luckily, I had support by working with some of the engineers here, and Dr. Ramesh Rao and I shared a grad student. We realized there actually could possibly be a space on campus here. So luckily, with Dr. Rao and Continenti and support of some of the people who've spoken here, we were actually able to install MEG here in Qualcomm Institute. We've been operational for the last few weeks, so the machine works. We've already done some clinical patients and some research patients. And again, we were lucky, 18 years later, to get another NIH grant to pay for most of this new MEG machine. So here we are today. Now, I'd just like to point out, if you look at this, the chair, there's neurosciences, which includes neurology, there's neurosurgery, and there's psychiatry. These are the chairs of three of the top neuroscience, neurosurgery, and psychiatry in the country. And they're the people just spoke just in front of me, and they supported us. They're actually on some of the board of directors of the center, but it's that kind of symbiosis and support that makes this happen. So these people are very famous not only in being excellent clinicians, but also excellent researchers, and they support us. We're a tool that use this, but can you imagine neurology, neurosurgeon, psychiatry, those three chairs are here standing shoulder to shoulder with us. That's how we're here, along with Dr. Rao and Dr. Continenti supporting us. It's the people and the work that they're doing and the support they give, and that's what does make UCSD unique, that right here, just those three people represent three of the most powerful departments in the country, and they're just sitting in chairs right in front of us. So very glad to have that. Again, because we're here with a bunch of engineers. Engineers do a lot of work to help us, people in this audience and some of the speakers, to actually make the technology come to fruition. And so we always talk about translational medicine. Well, this is a true example of that, because Ming-Shang Huang is one of the best researchers in terms of figuring out how to solve the inverse problem. And he creates algorithms. We verify it in peer-reviewed articles, and then we immediately employ it to the benefit of our patients. And so some of the software that he has developed is now used, licensed by this company, and is used to really help patients. So we're doing clinical MEG. We're actually doing patients here as well as doing research. So again, I think tribute to the people, the support from Qualcomm Institute, from Radiology, from the three chairs, scientists like Tom Liu, the head of the fMRI Center, all of which are on our board of directors. And so, again, I want to thank UCSD and the people for making this happen today. Thank you very much.